Finally had a day off. Literally not a whole lot happened today. Basically just stayed at home and slept for most of the day. Worked on the fan game a little bit. We've got more of the decks done. We've not made any new progress on the game in game development wise, but art wise for the project we've got more art done. Obviously we've got something like Husker now has official artwork. Is now on the official art. Yes, the game is called Pokemon Radiant Quartz. Just did it, so it makes a lot more sense. The evolution artwork has been done. Will not be leaking it here because I want them to be a surprise for you, but I will occasionally show some Pokemon. Regional Bird is done. So the whole line is done for the Regional Bird. Obviously, new in-game map. Not a whole lot has been done yet. Obviously, the map is where the map should be. More of it will be coming out as of when. I'm thinking of changing the map style to be something more custom, not like Heart Gold Soul Silver map style. Something like Pokemon Uranium did and stuff like that, but I might leave it the way it is. We are still trying to get more people in the project, like spriters, people that make cries. Jazz is in charge of music now. So Jazz, if you're watching the vlogs, hi buddy, yeah, welcome to the project. I forgot to tell you that Jazz is now basically like the head lead music developer for the project. If I have mentioned it a while ago, I've completely forgotten. Work. Alex was able to get his first sim only on the board. Obviously, I didn't go in today. I checked from the Works tracker, and he's actually up and about doing his first sales. I will probably go into it more tomorrow and explain that, yeah, you got another one on the board or whatever, depends on how busy we get. But officially, about 10 minutes ago, because it's now 6 o'clock, he got his first ever sim only on the board, and I'm very proud of him. But, yeah, no, not a whole lot has been happening today. I've literally just been sleeping for the most of the day, because my sleep schedule is fucked. Like, I've not had any good sleep in like 2 weeks. That's for a reason I won't get into, but yeah, nightmares are a bitch. Switch 2, I think, dropped today. Alexa, when did the Switch 2 release?
Switch 2 was released on the 5th of June 2025.
Yeah, so the Switch 2 released today, and guess who's not fucking got one? Yeah. They're sold out everywhere. I think Amazon's got them back on listing. I'm planning to get a Switch 2 at some point. I know Nate got his. A lot of YouTubers that I know personally got theirs. And it's literally just been all over my fucking Twitter feed. Like, hey, look what I got. Look what I got. Look at this. And I'm like, fuck off, everyone. Stop fucking bragging about it. Obviously, not a bad thing, I'm happy for him, but it's like, I really want to get my own at some point. Vinny got his, Thomas got his. I know a lot of my friends got their Switch 2s. Nate told me I should get one, and I'm planning to get one soon. Probably in the next month or so, or two, because obviously I've got to finish paying off a few things. Like my camera, that will be paid off at some point in the next 2 or 3 months. Probably going to pay the next 2 months ahead on this payday. So I paid like 200, 300 on the camera. Buy the tickets to the London Comic Con, because obviously that's an important thing I need to do. And then I will be buying a Switch 2. Not selling any of my Switches, because I want to have my 3 Switches, because I have 2 main Switches and an OLED. So that way I have 4 Switches, and then I can 4-way hunt on stuff. That way, you know, I can do quad hunts, because I want a quad hunt on Pokemon games. I said that the only time I would have 4 Switches is when, obviously, Scarlet and Violet and like BDSP, because I've got like 4 Switch docks, but I only have 3 Switches. I bought a Smash Bros dock just because I wanted it, and that's connected to my TV up there, so if I want to play Switch games in bed, I can. Or I can switch this one around and display one of them there. So I have multiple ways of doing it. So like when Vin comes here and Vin wants to play a Switch on the TV and I want to play it on that TV behind me, boom, we can both play Switch. I was watching some streamers play Scarlet and Violet on Switch 2, and it's kind of worth it just for the sake of 60 FPS and way more Pokemon pop up on screen. So it's kind of making me want to get it. Just because. Me and my best friend will be going to badminton again at some point soon. We're trying to get badminton to start back up. Obviously, they've been busy with work. I've been busy with work, so we haven't been going for a while. I haven't gone to the gym in like 3 weeks just because work has literally been pouring up to my ankles to my chest. So I've been doing way more hours. Obviously, not gaining weight, I'm not putting on muscle, but obviously I'm losing weight because I'm doing all my walking around and stuff and dieting still, so it's not a problem. Do I want to get back into my gym routine? Fucking of course I do. It's just I've been slacking and I need to stop slacking. Same thing with these vlogs. Because of everything going on with work, I've kind of fallen behind on everything. So that way I've lost a bit of time to not be able to do what I should be doing. Obviously, it's been raining all week. I mean, Thursday rained, Friday's going to rain, Saturday is going to rain. Sunday is supposed to be sunny, but, you know, not the end of the world. I really, really wanted a Switch 2. Alex asked me if you got a Switch 2, and I went, no. Unfortunately, I decided to not get one. But if I sell one of those Charizard cards, I probably could get one. Exchange it for a Switch 2. That would be hilarious. Like, hey, what do you want for this Charizard card? Switch 2. Just imagine it. I swapped a £550 card for a fucking Switch 2. I think that's a good trade deal. Would I rather have $550 cash? Or would I rather have a Switch 2? Well, I mean, I would then use that $550 to buy a Switch 2. I'd rather that just give me a Switch 2. But, yeah. No, let me know in the comment section down below. If you had a PSA or Ace Graded 10 Flying Zard, would you trade that in for a Switch 2? Or if you had a Switch 2 and you wanted that Flying Zard, would you trade a Switch 2 for it? Considering a Switch 2 is $450 and the Charizard card is $550. So really, I'm giving a card away for £100 less just to get a console out of it. Because probably not the best way, because then I could have extra cash in my pocket. But if someone offered me a Switch 2 with Mario Kart for a PSA or Ace Graded 10 Flying Charizard card, I would do it. Just for the sake of I have a Switch 2, but I would have to see in the box that it is a Switch 2 and not just a box of a Switch 2 with a Switch 1 inside. I would have to inspect the box. Make sure that the console is in there, it's all functioning and it's all working. Then I would say, yep, that's your card, give me the console, boom, happy deal, happy trade. But if I could, I would put it on Facebook and just say, look, or any selling website like Etsy, eBay, or whatever place people like Gumtree and shit like that, if that still fucking exists, and say, hey, I would like $550 for this card if it comes back as a 10, or a Switch 2. Only other currency I will take is Switch 2. But let's be honest, I'm buying a Switch 2 when they're back on sale. I know they're sold out everywhere, and I really fucking want one. I'm desperate to get one. But yeah, that's what happens when I don't pre-order shit. But I am going to be pre-ordering ZA through the Pokemon Center because they do give a plushie for the game being pre-ordered. So if by any chance I do get a Switch 2 before the pre-orders go sold out, I am going to pre-order ZA for Switch 2, and I'm also going to buy it for Switch 1. That way I have both games. Yeah, I know, I have money on my eShop, so I can just buy it digitally for Switch 1. But I'm going to laugh, because I'm planning to pick Totodile. it is just pissing it down with rain right now. But I am planning to get Totodile as my starter. But I'm going to laugh when the pre-order release, if I do get the pre-order, sends me a Totodile plushie, because I'm hopefully going to let this pick my starter. But if it gives me a Tepig, I'm going to fucking cry. Because I don't hate Tepig. In order of my starters from favourite to least, it would be Totodile, Tepig, then Chikorita. I'm not the massive lover of Chikorita. It's a good grass type, but compared to stuff like Bulbasaur, Trico, Turtwig, even Snivy, I'm like, no. They should have given us as the starters as Totodile, Snivy, and then a Galasat like Scorbunny. That would have been my choice. But, yeah, no, it is now just pissing it down with rain. But with that being said, I am going to wrap it up here, and I will catch you all in Friday's vlog, and I will see you all then.